I hate my art. Sometimes. Not those. You'll know if I don't fully hate something if it's not going to be up here.
But you're replaceable.
I took a tour through my sketchbook lately and noticed some hot trash. A while ago on my shorts, you might have seen that I attempted to draw with colored pencils I got from the dollar store. This is the first art I'm going to be fixing. Not that I hate it. It's not what I originally wanted to do. So I'm going to...
Why did I stop talking?
Here's what I originally wanted to do.
A birthday cupcake.
But more sad and lonely.
Sad and lonely calls for dark lighting. So I'm using my Ohuhu marker here to cover that background up with black. I drew over a second printed copy. I didn't want to ruin the original. I just wanted to make it a little better. Also, if you notice that gross mess up there,
Don't.
because it's for another video and you'll see in a couple of weeks. The crevices, really had to make sure I got in there. I wasn't even going to tell you guys this, but this is actually my third time doing this because I kept getting black marker over the leaves. That is why I am drawing
So slow.
the lighting change. Blinded. So obviously on a different day after all that slow, annoying, meticulous, is that a word? Drawing. I'm outlining the new elements that I'm adding to this drawing. This is a candlestick. Yeah, that's the only new element I'm adding to this drawing. It's small, but effective. Oh, by the way, I'm adding white on top so that the other colors can show up on the page. I wanted the candle to be gold, so I'm swatching out different shades of browns and yellows because those looked more gold than the actual gold pencil. What's going on with that? These aren't even the dollar store pencils anymore. I'm gonna try to explain to you guys what color blocking is. I'm gonna take the darkest colors, blob them on, lightest colors, blob them on, then blend those with all the other random colors that I'm using. Red, orange, blue. Why isn't the blue color blending? Let me use white again as a background layer. Why isn't this working with the pure black background? What do? I'm the art expert here. Paint. Let me mix some paint. This did make the white layer on the flame more
Opaque.
But what was I thinking that I could use a pencil over paint? Yeah, okay, more paint. The paint isn't blending well on this paper. More paint. What is happening? Anyways, I know adding shadows with pure black is a big no-no in the art world. So here's some dark red, all right? But like, I just spent 2 hours painting a single flame. So if you can't tell, I'm a bit over this. But you guys let me know, was it worth it? Does it look good? Which one's your favorite? You better say the new one.
This one's fine. It's light, it's airy, it looks
Delicious.
This one tells a story, emotion. Moving on, get your eyes ready to look at this horrible thing that I thought was acceptable for art school. This was from 2014. It's now 2024.
I'm not joking.
I've been thinking about this for 10 years. I had a vision and did not know how to do it. Honestly, the fish, not that bad. My art teacher told me it needed something in the background. I quickly drew that, if you can't tell.
Scribbling up a reference, it's been 10 years. I can't mess this up. Let's just transfer that onto some paper. There, a little better. And as always, I'm planning and swatching what colors I'm gonna use. I don't know why I do this. It always ends up in chaotic mess. I erased these harsh lines because I don't want them showing up in the final drawing, and I went over them with white. I don't know why I didn't just use white the first time, because now I'm drawing this all again for the third time. I always like to start with the eyeball in the darkest color. Lightest colors, ooh. I'm just keeping that clip in because that looks smooth. Some more dark spots and blend. Then I personally like to add a little splash of random color in there. Then finish with some juicy white highlights. And we got an eyeball. But seriously, I'm proud of how well I stuck to the colors I said I was going to use. I was waiting for it to get chaotic, but then it didn't. If you hadn't noticed, I kept drawing the scales for last because, yeah, no, thank you. Something just clicked because I found this line pattern that helped me keep track of the direction of the scales.
It's like I'm an artist or something, I don't know.
More juicy highlights. We want more juice. Okay, here's the finished fish and moving on.
The cat.
Again, starting with the eyes and going over with white again. You get it, I'm dumb. Blobbing on those dark colors. Blend. Note, even when I'm using the dark colored pencils, I'm still pressing very lightly. And when drawing fur, I like to wisp the pencil like it's a wisp of fur. I am so educational. I moved on to something easier like smudging the bowl reflection. Whoosh. I regret drawing that line so much. Anyways, before getting back to drawing more fur, this water was actually the most relaxing. Just built up the layers, and it's always fun when you get to add fun colors. I know I say this every time, but I think this is the longest I've ever spent on a piece of art. I want to say it was around 80 hours. Definitely worth all the time spent on it.
Me 10 years ago would be so happy.
Here is what I drew 10 years ago. Both animals just dead in the eyes. And here's what my brain saw 10 years ago that meant to come out. Those eyes want to eat that fish. I feel like I should name them after all these years. Fred and Friona.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This is all I have for this week. All I have, like these two things, didn't take me weeks to finish. Guys, if you're proud of me, speaking of old art, watch my older videos. They're fun. Subscribe.